A couple of weeks ago, Chris Gale was hauled over the coals for making what was deemed to be an inappropriate comment to Channel 10 reporter Mel McLaughlin. Now, social media went mental with it. The news media went mental with it. Women's groups went crazy because it appeared as though Chris had actually hit on Mel during the interview. Now, the reason I'm raising this is because just this morning, I saw the exact same thing happen, only this time it happened to a male journalist. During an interview on ABC this morning, Daniel Kowalski, the Australian swimmer, the Australian Olympic swimmer, was being interviewed by the ABC reporter Mark Redding. Now, Mark was interviewing him about the Great Australian Swim that was going to be happening tomorrow from the Sydney Opera House on Australia Day. Daniel being an amazing swimmer, representing Australia, a great Australian. He was, of course, he's running this whole show. So Mark's interviewing him about the big swim coming up tomorrow, and then this happens.
Swimming is a big part of Australian culture. I mean, do you still work with kids today as well in terms of making sure that they're, swim safe?
Well, I'm proudly the General Manager of the Australian Swimmers Association, so we represent the swimmers in Australia up from the elite level down to those competing for their club at state and national level. So still heavily involved, and obviously with it being an Olympic and Paralympic year, this is a huge year for us. So, continue that Aussie pride, hopefully.
Is there any chance you'll go further and to give the 2 kilometre race a go?
Well, if I see you down here, maybe I will.
Okay, we'll have to see. I'm working tomorrow, so unfortunately I won't be able to come down. But if you are doing nothing tomorrow, do come down.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Daniel Kowalski just hit on Mark Redding then, and that was really weird. Now we know that Daniel Kowalski is a gay man. That's fine. We don't know if Mark is. We have a hunch. We don't know. Daniel certainly had a hunch. But I'll tell you what else I liked in this interview. Well, didn't like or noticed in this interview, I should say. Is you watch Daniel Kowalski when he gets the big no thank you man, I'm taken from Mark Redding. You watch Daniel's face go from hey, what do you think, to did I get this wrong? Have a look.
Is there any chance you'll go further and to give the 2 kilometre race a go?
Well, if I see you down here, maybe I will.
Okay, we'll have to see. I'm working tomorrow, so unfortunately I won't be able to come down. But if you are doing nothing tomorrow, do come down to the Sydney Opera House from 6:30 to register for the Great...
Yeah. You can see Daniel Kowalski is like, what was wrong with my... is my gaydar off? Am I picking up... Is he wearing alfoil underpants? I should have spotted that. But I'll tell you what I found the most amazing is when they crossed back to the ABC news desk, where the two news hosts there are waiting for it. The response they give, as you could imagine, is complete outrage at Daniel Kowalski's inappropriate comments to their reporter while he's doing his job. Have a look.
Guess what job we're giving you tomorrow, Mark Redding?
Yep.
Yeah, put yourself in it now.
Exactly.
Get
your togs out, mate. Come on, that's an absolute cop-out. Working tomorrow, you can still nonetheless do the swim. And Daniel, if you can hear us, you make him do it too.
Yeah, look,
Or maybe not. Maybe it's not inappropriate. Maybe it's completely appropriate. In fact, maybe it's so appropriate that reporters are actually egging on Kowalski and having a bit of a dig at Mark, going, go on, have a swim, Mark. You make sure you get him down there, Daniel. Towel flicky. Make sure that all happens. Like this is the response. There's no outrage. There's no outrage that their reporter was just hit on by a gay man who was in a position of professional sportsman during a professional interview. There is no outrage at all. There is no outrage. It's just complete. And I'll tell you what else. I can tell you right now that Mark Redding was completely taken off guard by that. He was so embarrassed. He looked embarrassed. He looked completely uncomfortable. And then when he's trying to go, no, it's okay, I'm working. The news desk back in the ABC are going, go on, Mark, why don't you go down there, Mark? And then that weird evil laugh was just, it's completely inappropriate. It's just really, really inappropriate and a showing of double standards. Get the standards right, guys.